Sorry, hello, hang on.
Ready?
There we go.
Video. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, good to see you.
Okay.
Good to see you.
Hello?
Yeah, you're welcome. Mags.
Yes.
Mags,
Hello?
you might want to do something about the angle of your screen. Here,
Sorry?
we can see some of you.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Hello.
That's great.
Can you see me? Video.
Paul,
Hello.
that's it. Good to
Hello.
see you, Paul.
You too.
Good to see you. And hiya, Tam.
G'day, Jake.
Well, here we all are. Look, thanks to everyone for popping on Zoom for this meeting. I hope we're going to be back in theatres soon, but it's a good time to get this project underway. So if we can just introduce ourselves, I'll start. I'm Jake Morrison, founder of TEMA, Theatre in the Modern Age, which I'm sure you all know. I'm here as the nominated convener of this group.
Hi, everyone. 10, pronouns they, them. Partner in Gambit, Girls Against Male Bastards in Theatre, seeking to flip the dominance of gender in arts, take control more than redress the balance.
Good afternoon. Paul van der Zee, head of the Dutch fringe theatre movement, Varkens.
Varkens?
Pigs. Dutch for pigs.
Oh. Interesting. Right, yes. I'm Mags Fitzpatrick, theatre director at the University of South Penge.
Freddie Ashbourne, student, sad.
Oh.
Sorry to hear that.
What?
That you're sad.
I'm not. Oh, it's sad. Slough Academy of Drama.
Ah, great. Look, so here we all are. I'm really glad to meet you all at last, if it's only virtually. Look, it's taken a long time to get this off the ground, and I'm hopeful we'll be able to achieve the aim of this working group, which is to come up with a new production, the greatest ever play written, Hamlet.
Oh.
Discuss?
Pardon?
Well, the greatest ever play ever written, Hamlet. I think we should discuss that. I happen to disagree.
Oh, hold on a moment, please, Tam. Look, I thought we'd signed up to an agreement to this being the central discussion.
I never sign anything. It's an infringement of my human rights.
Well, I don't think it is, but if you hadn't wanted to discuss Hamlet, you really shouldn't be here.
Wait, I never said I didn't want to discuss Hamlet. I just don't think you should claim it as the greatest play ever written. I mean, I could name hundreds that are better.
That is very interesting. Do you have a favourite?
Oh, I don't deal in favourites. That's such a capitalist concept.
Interesting.
So if we can just get back on track here for a moment.
Just a point of order from the floor to the chair.
Max.
We are gender imbalanced.
Sorry?
On the committee, or whatever we're calling ourselves, we are gender imbalanced. 3 males.
Ah, yes. Look, I meant to say, Bluebird couldn't make it.
Bluebird?
She's a performance artist from West Dagenham.
I identify as gender fluid, so you can't pigeonhole me as a female.
Interesting.
Yes, look, I take your point. We're not trying to pigeonhole anyone, and I'm sorry Bluebird couldn't be here, but it's unavoidable. Look, we do need to try and make some progress on the production. So if we can leave all the other issues at the door, it'd be most useful. The makeup of the group should become, more flexible as we go along, but we'll have to stick with who we've got at the moment and take it from there. Everyone okay with that? Good. I'm sure we'll muddle along in the end. So now, the proposal is that as a group, we mount a major production of Hamlet to celebrate the centenary of the Royal Palace Theatre. I know we can come up with a huge amount of ideas. Now, Paul, I think you volunteered to take some notes. It's very good of you.
It is, of course, not a problem.
So, would someone like to get the ball rolling? What about Hamlet himself?
Well, There is no way that the central character should be gender specific.
Why not?
Well, why is any character gender specific?
There have, of course, been many productions of Hamlet where the central character has been played by a woman.
And indeed by actors of all colours and ethnicities.
What about a black woman?
More than likely. I'm not sure, but it's an angle, certainly.
You're still talking about gender. I'm very uncomfortable with this.
Okay, well, let's just stick with other matters then and, see where the discussion takes us. The thing is, the director must be happy with the plans we put forward.
Should the director not be here?
Well, he, she, they, have not been appointed yet.
Interesting.
Freddie.
Oh, well,
So they have to find someone who will go with our artistic scenario.
Yes, they'll find the right person, I'm sure. I mean, we're looking at cutting-edge directors, non-establishment, full of ideas. So, now, the Prince of Denmark.
You cannot set the play in Denmark,
Well, we don't need to. I understand.
as that would be racist and discriminatory against the other nations of the world.
It would.
Well, by saying this is the greatest play ever written and playing it in Denmark, you're precluding all other countries from being the setting of the greatest play ever written, if that's what it is, though it isn't. It should be in a neutral land.
Like Antarctica. That's meant to be neutral, isn't it? Owned by the world.
Or space.
Here only run by the wealthy capitalist nations, Russia, America, Britain, France. It's no more neutral than any other country on this shitty earth.
Interesting.
Oh, we may be doing Hamlet on ice then.
That would preclude people who can't skate then.
But it would include people who can only skate.
People who can only skate?
Well, a subset of people who can only walk.
Oh, well, this is all good stuff. So, Antarctica's a possibility.
A bit chilly.
Now, I've always been interested in the innate bond between Hamlet and Laertes. As a gay man, it would seem to me that at some point they've had a sexual relationship with each other.
What gives you that idea?
Well, I don't think Shakespeare ever makes it overt.
Of course, Shakespeare was as gay as Bunting at the village fete.
Maybe. Maybe he was seeing himself in the looking glass when he created Hamlet.
And a mother fixation.
Definitely an abnormal relationship there.
And Ophelia is transgender?
Interesting.
Well, it stands to reason. Ophelia's demons are all to do with her transitioning. The LGBTQRN XPRSYCVT community is so underrepresented in Shakespeare. We owe it to them to set the record straight.
Yes, I am hearing you.
Thoughts? Freddie?
well,
I am intrigued by the fact that a young actor is always cast in the lead.
Yes, well, it usually fails when the actor's too young. I mean, it's a monster of a role, and only the more experienced actors should play it.
So we should look to an older actor.
Judi Dench, she will get the crowds in.
She is well over 85 now, so I'm not so sure.
Then now you're being ageist.
Safe environment rules, Tan. No, we're not. I'm just a little unsure whether someone of the age of 86 should be appearing in something where their mother also appears.
But we are not thinking about age. The actor does the job. If they are good enough, they will be able to play the character whatever age.
And why should the mother be female?
Biological reasons?
Oh, don't get all Darwinian with me. The mother is a character. Any actor can play a mother. Gertrude's probably young anyway, so we get a balance of ages. Maybe transvestite.
And the father? The ghost?
It is nothing that has ever frightened me. Would it not be creepier to have the part played by a child?
Interesting.
remember a production of Titus Andronicus, which was done in a primary school once. It was really affecting. Gore everywhere.
I like the idea of casting children. Maybe we use them as the players.
What about Claudius?
He is a Trump type figure, a charismatic megalomaniac. He is a cipher. He is Trump.
Interesting.
Okay, so Claudius will be a Donald Trump looky-likey, and the whole thing is set in Antarctica.
Now, we must remember that the full length of the play is something approaching 4 hours. We have to think of the audience. The attention span is something we have to take into consideration.
Good point, Mags. Yes, cuts must be done sympathetically.
The best production I ever saw was performed by a group of chickens roaming in a field in Uzbekistan, lasted 5 minutes. It was entirely gender neutral and vegan.
Interesting.
Yes, but look, we have to be dealing with human beings in this production.
Why?
Well, that's the remit.
Why?
Because it is.
Why?
Sorry, Tam, that's just what's expected.
Why?
It is what it is.
Why?
Tan, can we have this debate later?
Why?
We're just taking a little bit too much time out of the discussion. I'm aware this isn't an issue for everyone.
Have you asked them
Ask them what?
whether they think you're an animal bigot by not giving them a chance to be in this production?
I'm not a bigot of any kind, for heaven's sake.
Oh, please don't bring ancient and ludicrous religious beliefs into this.
I'm not.
You invoked heaven.
Interesting.
Can we get on?
Please.
I hope we will include performers with movement and speech limitations.
Yes, disabled performers will be considered.
I take exception to the word disabled. We should use the word enabled. You're denigrating another sector of humanity.
With all due respect, Tan, I think Jake is doing his best.
When you say with all due respect, do you mean to say I have no respect for you at all? Because in that case, I cannot serve on the same committee as yourself.
No offence intended.
We are looking to include all segments of society, so I don't want anyone thinking anyone's going to be left out. Now, I'm aware Freddie's not said anything yet, so Freddie, what would you like to offer?
Well,
You see, by using a word such as include, you are obviously suggesting that you intend to make a choice. The very nature of choice is that you will be leaving something or someone out. And I struggle with this neo-fascist view of segregation and victimisation.
Interesting.
Let me make it clear. We're not intending to victimise anyone by leaving anyone out. We'll be opening in this production to all who wish to be involved.
So we will be having a large cast.
As large as it needs to be.
So you can have a large chorus, in effect.
Penguins, maybe.
I like that.
Multilingual?
Maybe.
Has to be. Also has to be accessible to all, so the youngest and oldest must enjoy it.
Modern speech, then.
Oh, a complete translation. Cut the incomprehensible, shitty Shakespeare crap.
A colourful production. Freddie?
well,
Are you being colourist?
No.
Were you being biased against other animals when you said there should be hundreds of penguins in the cast?
No, but if you want lions and tigers in Antarctica, you're just being silly.
Oh, don't call me silly.
Well, don't invite the motive then.
Jake, are you going to stand for this?
Don't argue. We're all making progress. Let's continue. We've got a framework. Let's build. Freddie?
well,
Interesting.
Indeed.
Sure.
Good. So I think we should summarise. Our production of Hamlet will be completely rewritten to reflect world languages, slang, and patois. We'll set it in a neutral land, such as Antarctica. We'll include a narrating chorus, which may be penguins or any other animals we can think of. It will be colourful and will be very restricted in length. We'll include anyone who comes along and all abilities. We're going to seek Judi Dench to play Hamlet. Gertrude will be a transvestite and Claudius will be Donald Trump. Ophelia will be transitioning. Laertes will be Hamlet's gay lover. The ghost and the players will be played by children. Well, I think we've made great progress. I'm aware that you still haven't said a huge amount, Freddie, but we're pleased to have you with us. Is there anything you'd like to say now, final words to thumb out your thoughts on the session?
Bollocks.
Really?
Best.
Why?
Interesting.